Alright, this is mad fucking ridiculous. This is kind of like a cry for help. By the way, I woke up early this morning. A couple of days ago on Wednesday, I felt myself locked into Santa Muerte's realm from behind. Lord, it's like I can't even say anything in my own head anymore because I've been invaded. You know, so I was shown that, I mean, this is just horrible what I'm dealing with. You know, I was shown last night. I can barely think. I'm gonna have to get this Maria Tavarez and all this old bullshit off. My consciousness is all fucked up. I felt something using intrusive thought to break it just right now. This is why I started doing videos again, you know, just to reach for outside help, because I really don't have any inner spiritual protection. I'm trying to think of what could get somebody's higher self off of you. You know, she's done invaded my subtle body, my spirit body, my energy body. Damn near, I forgot, etheric body, damn near the physical plane. You know, basically, last night, you know, I was shown, you know, I can still see, but barely through my third eye. Here, let me show you this. I want to mention that, you know, I'm going back to that video vlog of that I took of Santa Muerte's reflection. From what I understand, the minute you acknowledge an entity, I've never heard of this, even though I'm very spiritual, that you've been sacrificed to, it automatically sets you up to be placed into the hell realm. And that's the most ridiculous fucking thing. I was getting a lot of consternation about showing that, by the way. You know, I believe for that reason, and I'm not gonna let evil shit intimidate me from saying that. You know, acting like ain't nobody gonna see that. This is ridiculous. Just gonna say that I feel like that Maria Tavarez is gonna take full witchmacalling of me today. Full possession. I feel her fully in my consciousness right now as I talk, and trying to take over so I can't, you know, get a clear concept of what's going on spiritually, and I can't get her off. You know, she's doing it to pull me further and further into Santa Muerte's realm, or her Santa Muerte realm. You know, like I said, because of what I saw, I got to do these videos for my protection. You know, let me show you this. I mean, I felt it like something was pulling my consciousness in my head and deeper, and I looked out when I woke up early this morning. I didn't even, it felt like I was in a different world. That shit is not a balloon, because balloons don't just fly from over here and then descend into the sky like that. And that motherfucker's actually coming back. I saw something else glow. The motherfucker's about to come back, and now it looks like it's going all the way up. thing I want to mention too is right after taking that video with the water, when I felt my consciousness lowered into her realm, myself lowered into her realm, I saw that a lot of the stuff that I had before, I couldn't get access to, and she was in her own way, Santa Muerte, the real one, was trying to give my shit back. I believe, like I said, with this Maria Tavarez, I don't fucking know. Fucking up my consciousness and fucking with it. She was trying to give me, you know, I was no longer connected to the timelines of when I was, from what I understand, alive, like in the world of the living. It was just, I mean, it's like this shit is just trying to get me closer and closer to death. I got to do something. I got to figure out a frequency that can remove somebody's highest self. I need spiritual help with that. I really do. I need to see a Reiki specialist. They got a Botanica up here, but I don't trust that shit. I gotta figure. I just feel like it's a. If I wasn't written off for that, it would be a simple problem to solve. Jupiter or Saturn. I feel her so encroached in my consciousness right now that it's not even funny. If I just say a specific word, she'll put energy on it to affect me and to fuck with me. And so it's almost like you know, it's schizophrenia, but it's a dead curse that masquerades as schizophrenia coming from these people here. if I, put them frequencies up, I won't, be able, be able to get shit, if I get shit back, disable, enable frequency and all of that. I wish I had a spirit team. As I was saying before, I was told if I put those frequencies up there, I'll get fucked up internally. I'm trying to get all my shit back. This is just, I don't even know what the fuck is going on within me anymore. Because she's done invaded my shit so fucking deeply. With that being said, I was shown through my third eye last night that my spirit team, Archangel, primarily Raphael, at one point Uriel was the only one helping out, and a couple of others were not, just wrote me off. And they're in that timeline where that girl soul swapped me, that August 22nd, 2022 timeline, the one going back to Chafalaya Bay. That's supposed to be start for her timelines, and I felt it. Like, I felt white trash. I felt a big fat white girl who looked like Mama June. I think of a frequency that can get somebody's higher self out of me, somebody's highest self, because this is just her consciousness her shit is just too fucking entrenched. And, like I said, I saw that none of my spirit team wants to come into my timelines and help because they wrote me off. And at the beginning of this whole thing, after I got soul swapped, my whole spirit team wrote me off. It had something to do with, and I know his real name, God, but it's the God connected to the people who are, I think, the highest selves in that timeline, or just God himself. I'm even being told now God himself is writing me off. The only one that isn't is the one that's connected to my father, whom they keep trying to remove my connection to, my inner connection to, his soul consciousness, everything out of me. And I'm being made to it's ridiculous, made feel helpless in my own fucking body, which is just... But anyways, with that being said, now I'm hearing some say cut it off. From what I understand, like I said, this shit's a cry out for help. They all got together and set me up for energy harvesting for that timeline, and then to be put under a heavy deck curse with this Maria Tavarez, setting it up as per my trajectory in a way. Going back to May the 1st, 2024, when I know, like I said, I don't feel like I'm in the world of the living, and it's just been getting worse and worse and progressively worse. And, some of the people who are my high selves, I believe they watch my YouTube channel as well as my Instagram, Raven Williams 2222. I got an Ingrid hybrid and all of that. Being made to work with my enemies, it's that bad with Maria Tavarez. That's not good. And I just want to be free of all. It's not just curses, man. It's soul swapping. I'm at the last, part of my consciousness where I've had freedom, and I'm being told this is how ridiculous my spirit team is, you guys, because it's going to be an ongoing thing. It's never a one deal thing. It's an ongoing thing. It's never like, we're going to get all your shit back in one lump sum. It's, you got to sit in bed for 24 fucking hours unnecessarily, and we're going to give you your shit back. We're going to do spirit work on you. Stand in the middle of the street out there, we're going to do spirit work on you. don't post this and don't post that, which is attributable to schizophrenia. But it has real effects, but it's unnecessary. And I'm hearing that my spirit team is looking down on me right now, seeing what I'm enduring, and they're not trying to do anything to help with my plight, alleviate it. You know, it's all about keeping me out of that timeline and keeping that girl in my body. You know, Maria Tavarez, I saw the Illuminati in my timelines, rules that timeline, and she's in charge. I think of that girl as in charge of that timeline or something. Either in my consciousness or hers, or people in my high selves. Use 694 hertz, 695 hertz C, even though she's going to use it against me. I felt that Maria Tavarez tried to take possession of my whatchamacallit. I tried playing 6,000 hertz frequency to get rid of her and couldn't. I feel it should be a movie. I don't even know what's fact or fiction within my own fucking energy body anymore. I'm going to have to see a Reiki specialist or something. But, took a hold of an entity attachment designed to allow me to register frequency and was fucking with it and blocking it. So, you know, that's why I say, you know, I need a lot of spiritual help with this shit. It don't seem difficult, but it is, you know. It's just, I felt some of my road spirits right now get extricated, I could tell, and get altered. Like I said, every time they tell me to do something, you know, it's just, it's preposterous shit that you have to abide by to get work done, worked on, and get your shit back. You know, even in timelines where it's not that serious, I'm being told by my Archangel Michael, you know, you gotta lie in bed for 5 fucking hours and get your shit removed. And that's just ridiculous. You know, with this picture here, I was told it reminds me of this other picture. I'm almost being made not to say it, but it's supposed to this is evil, because it's pure evil in the deck curse that masquerades as schizophrenia. I hear something saying shut it down and there shouldn't be that. It's like, why aren't they helping? Why aren't they doing any? You know, it's not that hard to do something about this shit. You know, I had my highest self yesterday try to do something, and Maria Tavarez has so much power in the physical, you know, even in the physical, but more so over my energy, spirit body, to the point where my highest self, almost got extricated. Totally out my body and out my consciousness. And I'm finding hard to maintain it, because if she goes, I die. You know, I had a new entity attachment, you know, put in yesterday, a screwdriver or whatever they... I guess I should say that. I had a new entity attachment put in, and this is, I mean, this is just evil. That hurts. I was telling somebody that over the phone, you know, it hurts to be set up for soul swapping like that, and for energy harvesting. And to have your spirit team deliberately fuck you up, you know, and set you up. You know, I heard at the start of this curse that I'm not allowed to get back in my body in 7 years, and that when I do, I'm to expect to be a loser. And there's just, I mean, that's why I went to them people for a tarot reading in the first place. There's so many nuances. I've seen that timeline. You know, I saw my soul consciousness. My parents are dead. I heard from my shopkeeper the next day on August 22nd, after August 22nd, 2022. That he got a phone call from somebody sounding exactly like me over static over at the Manor on Pico Boulevard. I keep hearing from these entities, you're going to die, you're going to end up in Santa Muerte's realm every single day, and just speaking negativity when, I don't do drugs, I don't drink, so, it's trying to artificially induce my death. It just reminds me of how they say my spirit team just set me up for death. So this person who stole my body, as well as the others, I got a Zendaya, Coleman, these women here. So clothing line could have all my shit. I don't like this shit. I'm being told not to say something so something wouldn't be seen, and I just don't like the fact that I got a spirit team that, that this is basic. You're supposed to put my body back together. I don't have a spirit team that really gives a fuck. That's why I emote online. I have no choice. All I have is, my dad and the child spirit guy who they constantly keep trying to tear me away from. And I thought I was doing something. She got my consciousness so confused to the point where I thought I was doing something. I'm going to say this right now. Maria Tavarez protects these women here. I need a better spirit team. Mine ain't shit. Like I was saying before, she protects them women there. I saw the voodoo loas with them as well. It just seems like what I'm enduring is it should be something simple for my spirit team to handle, but because I don't have any real spiritual protection, I hope I wake up tomorrow and know if my Archangel Michael is mine, and know if my highest self is mine. I was being told that she took over so much of my consciousness to the point where I don't fucking know. I had a major part of my consciousness taken yesterday. I'm being told if I use those frequencies for disabling and enabling frequency, it'll fuck something up. It'll destroy something. I won't get as much of my consciousness back. I gotta get this wetbag bitch off, man. This is evil, and just all this, like I was telling a cool dude yesterday, man, that I got soul swapped. And I'm just trying to find the fucking truth. That's why I went to them people for a tarot reading. And a higher self, from what I understand, is it's she derives a part of her consciousness from the motherfucker that raped her mama or something. He was a dark-skinned Mexican, called him Black, and she has some against dark-skinned, some against dark-skinned Mexicans, some against black people, and likes to take our ancestral money and some, calling him Black. You know, like I said, I've seen that timeline. My parents' soul consciousness is all fucked up. They attached to ribbons in the spirit plane, and I'm told that in the spirit plane, I myself am being attached to that. And I myself am, it feels like this shit is just trying to get control over me, and I'm not letting it. It feels like I myself, earlier this morning I almost had like a major part of my consciousness, main part, almost extricated. But it's just that, and I felt something different in my consciousness too, like I can't speak too much truth all of a sudden. I gotta get this bitch out. And if I play frequency, that gets tricky. So I have to rely on the spirit team that don't give a fuck. And I don't like that. I really don't like that. You know, there's all sorts of ways to handle this shit. Something got to be done about that Maria Tavarez. Something got to be done. A paraffin, whatever her name is. I got an Inez, a Lorenzo. I'm so sick of even, this is just ad nauseum for me. But like I said before, that timeline is real. I saw my parents' soul consciousnesses. They look like demons and monsters because they've been stuck in hell realms. You can use 3517 hertz, 3571 hertz to revive the spirit body, 117 hertz, 800 hertz for both physical and spirit. It works best on spirit because even if you cremate it, your ancestor, all of that relies in your bones. And I had that Maria Tavarez try to tear that away from me. And E for priest, a Sangoma, ancestor, and all of that in my timelines. I just feel this whole thing could easily be solved, and it's ridiculous if I had a caring spirit team. I gotta oversee shit. Consciousness kind of in, because if I don't, I won't get my shit accurately back, and I'll continue to be soul swapped and stuck in between and won't be able to get real help. So with that being said, in the obstacle position, we got the Three of Swords. And I feel that you're facing, I was also told too that as long as I keep this picture, allow my consciousness to be fucked up and put me in Santa Muerte's realm. I want to mention that as well. It's something about those two. I saw that balloon thing here.
Y miren, lo último que pude ver. Y es en 82 Hz.
That shit is not a balloon, because balloons don't just fly from over here and then descend into the sky like that. And that motherfucker's actually coming back. I saw something else glow. The motherfucker's about to come back, and now it looks like it's going all the way up. Up and up. It's something. It didn't act like an ordinary balloon. It looked like one. I saw another one that was black and gray. It's something to do. I keep hearing it's something to do with Santa Muerte's realm. And yellow, I think, is her colors. Or yellow keeps her. I saw it in a dream a long time ago where I saw a woman who works at a Santa Muerte shop up here, at least a Yellow Canary. Like I said, I don't have any spirit team. I feel like I'm losing all of my consciousness. Really, my spirit protection, road spirits, who are helping me out. My Archangel Michael, my highest self. She's a blonde haired, but my highest self is a white woman. She ain't no wetback. She's not black. The highest selves correlate to your family members and all of that. Relatives, ancestors. And I believe in the spirit plane, your archangels. Archangel Michael, which is close to you. You know, the others are just, you know, like they say in Ezekiel, with the biblically accurate whatchamacallins, angels, they are directly under God and they just do as God say. No independent thought. Your Archangel Michael's do. Uriel was the best of them. Another thing, I keep feeling Maria Tavarez through my soul consciousness and all of that come in and pretend to help and really be taking my shit in my consciousness and trying to bring me closer and closer to Santa Muerte's realm or her own realm, her own Santa Muerte realm. Anyways, we got the Three of Swords right here. And with the Three of Swords being in the obstacle position, I feel that you done dealt with a major loss. So right here we got the Tower. I'm feeling that right now with some stuff that I brought yesterday, some jewelry. So with the Tower that's in the present position, I feel that there's a lot of shit that you have to deal with. I feel that there's a lot of adversity and negativity coming from all directions. Right here we got the Four of Swords. And that's going to be your future position. And I see you lying down, but you're not going to be in a place of relaxation. You're just going to be contemplating. So Six of Swords in the subconscious. And I feel that that's what you seek, is refuge and to go to a better place, but you're being hindered. So we got the Three of Wands here, which is your goals. And that's future planning. So right here we got the Ace of Cups, and that's your advice card. And I feel that you're going to be going in a much better direction. I feel that you're going to be taking positive direction. So right here we got the Queen of Wands. And I see somebody around you that's manipulating things and manipulating things to cause havoc, but it's not that hard to, fight it. Just fight it. So for your fears and your hopes card, Six of Pentacles, I feel that a lot of hope is going to run dry. I don't see you getting a lot of abetment, a lot of aid. So for the outcome judgment, I'm just going to say it right now. I see a lot of positive things coming for you. Something that is going to spell chaos, but will really make you stronger. It's like what they say, what don't kill you makes you stronger. So with that being said, if you want a more thorough personalized tarot reading, please, I'm just thinking about it. It was something I wanted to say right before ending this. Look, I got Six of Swords and that. There, and then that whole thing with Maria Tavarez and Santa Muerte's room and her Santa Muerte room. That's the problem with Santa Muerte. They can act as judge, jury, and executioner. I feel Maria Tavarez trying to get rid of my inner connection to my Archangel Michael and all that, and try to unravel it. It's just like I can't see it accurately. What the fuck? I gotta do something. I brought that shit yesterday. It helped out. Tiger beads and some crystal quartz I was told not to get. Hopefully Maria Tavarez ain't showing people where all that shit is. I got 7 of Cups right here. It was something pertaining to Archangel Michael, but I totally forgot. But anyways, if you want a more personalized tarot reading, I gotta fix this shit. I gotta go to like a Reiki specialist or get a spirit team that can put me back together. You know, the best I had was my highest self and them roach spirits. Like Maria Tavarez keeps trying to get rid of. So with that being said, if you want a more personalized tarot reading, please contact me at ravenbytarot22@yahoo.com. I feel her putting in thoughts in my head, trying to induce me to do things through intrusive thoughts. I got to do something about her. Try to reduce me. I feel her. I don't get it. I think I know her name and all that. Maybe it's because she's tied to a human body, a lower self. And I felt it. Her consciousness is super strong and she's still alive. And that May the 1st, 2024 timeline. Like I said, I saw the Grim Reaper 2 weeks later and my timelines were squiggly. So them people at that 8704 San Miguel Botanica shop did something. Anyways, with that being said, hopefully this comes my way.